Good morning. All right. Good morning. Happy Monday. Can't speak today. All right. Welcome into day 20 of 31 days of Psalms. Wow, 20 days of January 2025 are just about up. We have covered some amazing ground in 20 days. And today I'm going to cover 3 chapters specifically. And the theme is to arm yourself. And there are 3 truths inside of this. And I'm going to read the first Psalms, Psalm 43, and I'm reading from the King James Version. Judge me, O God, and plead my cause against the ungodly nation. O deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man, for thou art the God of my strength. Why dost thou cast me off? Okay, I just want to go back just really quickly. Oh, deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. I've mentioned this in some of the teachings in the last, or actually the first week, I believe. We live in a world that people are deceitful. The people closest to us can be deceitful. The people that we work with, any type of relationship, no matter where, you can run into deceitful people that it gets to the point where it is harmful and hurtful to you. And it's not fair. It really isn't. But we live in a world where deceitfulness exists and it does hurt. But through these 3 chapters, I'm going to show you how you can arm yourself with 3 truths to fight back, to be the warrior that you need to be, and brush them off, because you have the light that you need to protect yourself, to have the control back. And I keep pointing to the sun in case you're wondering. Oh, send out thy light and thy truth, light and truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me unto the holy hill and to thy tabernacles. Then will I go unto the altar of God, and to God my exceeding joy. Yes, happiness. Yea, upon the harp will I praise thee, O God, my God. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? Like, why am I so sad? Why am I so happy? Why do I have to be so unhappy? We were built for happiness. We were built for relationship. We were built for love. And yet unhappiness exists. And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my God. So I just want to take a minute to take this chapter and start with our first truth. Like, when we are in the middle of it, when we have that, we're in the battlefield and the hits keep coming, and you're not sure if you can take another blow. You don't have to do this by yourself. In Psalms 43, send me your light and your faithful care. Let them lead me. Overwhelm steals everything from us. The deceitfulness steals everything from us. We can be walking around in a fog because what we saw as real, as true, as what we were comfortable in has now been destroyed by deceitfulness or overwhelm or a manipulation of our truth, to the point where you can't see the path. And maybe you're trying to figure it out all on your own, because what else can you do? I can tell you that God's light will cut through that fog. His truth will lead you and me when we feel that um, wading through the quicksand, confused, feel hopeless, when somebody shuts us down and, tells us that we're not good enough, they're not happy with us. Um, when we are no longer valuable to them or in the job place or in whatever organization you may be in. But there's one thing, we have to invite God in to shine that light in the dark places. We can't let all of the world drag us down and steal our happiness. This is one thing I have said for many years, especially after this period of my life where I was in the pit and I had to stay in Psalms because I didn't know what else to do. I said nobody will be able to steal my happiness ever again. Now, it's been a struggle because it almost gets to that point, but it doesn't come as close, if I'm making any sense. You're going to make me angry. You're going to make me feel attacked. You're going to make me feel like maybe I'm a burden or I'm not good enough, but you're not going to continue to make me feel that way because I know I have the light. I know I have God on my side and He is victorious in my life. And I don't know if I'm explaining myself very well. Once you've been through, um, and I keep focusing right here on my Bible and the Psalms, once you've been through that darkness and God has shown you the light and got you out of the light, the enemy is never going to get you back in that place because everything changes once God is included in your life. Everything looks different. Your perspective is different. It doesn't mean that we don't go through hard times. It just means that we no longer look at it or determine that that's the end of life. Oh my gosh, that's the end. I'm never going to be happy again. I'm never going to have um, a good husband again. I'm never going to have a good job. I'm never going to make enough money. I'm never going to be able to move to this state. I'm never going to be able to travel and go overseas. I'm never going to do whatever it may be because now you have the hope. This too will last for a little while, but I have the light and the hope. So, moving on, I'm taking up too much time. What I want you to do is identify those lies, write them down. What is one or two lies that you might be believing? Like, I'll never measure up, or this is not going to change. I am never going to recover from this. And then ask God to reveal His truth that replaces the lie. And then write that down. Before you make a decision, seek His guidance. Take time to pray about it and talk to Him about it. And it may take a while to hear an answer, and you may get impatient. I get impatient. Don't jump the gun. Give it some time. Truth number 2, arm yourself with refuge and peace. And I am way behind. I'm going to read Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake, the swelling thereof, Selah. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. Um, and that was 1 through 5. There are actually 11 verses, but I just want to highlight right here. He's talking about troubled times, the earth. Even our earth goes through eruptions and disarray and chaos, um, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, bad weather. The earth experiences all of this, and he's that chaos to what chaos we go through. But there is a river with streams. Wherefore shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. There is a place and a safe place where the anxiety can't get in, where we can hold it together. When you have the fear and the anxiety, do you choose to run to Him? Or does panic automatically set in? And it's okay if panic does automatically set in. But ask yourself that right now, because that will bring it to your recognition. So when it happens again, you're already going to be in thought. Am I going to panic, or am I going to choose to do something else? And even if you just think about it and then panic sets in, that's still an improvement. That's still a movement forward. Excuse me. When it happens again, you're going to think, am I going to panic, or am I going to go to the Lord? I'm going to go to the Lord this time and see what happens. Wow. It's baby steps. When you get to that point, or if you can already get to that point and you're feeling the overwhelm, or the misery, the upset, take 5 minutes right there and say, God, you are my refuge, and just sit and breathe through it. Take that time just to sit with Him in quietness and hear and listen and experience. Release it over to Him. Try writing it down to release. Lord, I release this to you. I need you to be my refuge. I need you to be my armor right now, because I can't. Moving on to Psalm 52. Arm yourself with justice and love. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief? O mighty man, the goodness of God endureth continually. Thy tongue deviseth mischief, like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. There's that word again. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living. The righteous also shall see and fear, and shall laugh at him. Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in the wickedness. But I am like the green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever. And there are several. Well, let me go ahead and read the last verse. I will praise thee forever, because thou hast done it. Amen. I will praise thee forever, because thou hast done it. And I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints. So arming yourself with the justice that God will seek for you, and His love. He sees you, He hears you, He knows what you're going through. As I have mentioned before, His Son came to be on this earth and experience what we experience in the flesh, so He can understand. The ones who have hurt us the most, betrayed us, or even made us feel small, unworthy. We can feel resentment, anger, making it hard to see. But Psalm 52 reminds us that no matter what others do to us, we can trust God and His justice and His love. We don't have to carry that weight of bitterness. We can release that over to Him. Here's a little practical exercise you can do that is really therapeutic is write it down. Write a letter to that person who has hurt you, who has left you, who has manipulated your truth, who has said, started rumors about you, who, whatever, you know, I hate to say, no, I'm not going to say it, but whatever the situation is, write a letter to them. Don't send it, but release it over to God. Sometimes going through actually putting it on paper and actually handing it over to him in something tangible will help you finally release it and release those feelings over to him. Like the olive tree in verse 8. Picture yourself as that olive tree, steady, growing, flourishing, just really being loved, being whole, protected. Everything's bouncing off of you. But what one small thing can you do today to help yourself grow? What is one small thing you can do to help yourself grow? Interesting thought. So I'd love for you to pray with purpose. Turn the truths of yourself into prayers. Like, Lord, shine your light into my confusion today. Shine your light into the pain that I woke up with this morning. Lord, shine your light into my office as I go in today, and I do not even want to see this person because they make me uncomfortable. Lord, shine your light on that and be my refuge as that anxiety starts to rise when I get into or to that situation. And then take a brave step. Ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today to trust in God that He will shine that light on that confusion, that pain, that situation? Maybe I need to let go of something. Maybe I need to let go of that anxiety of seeing that person and just say, I'm not going to let them steal my happiness today. You don't get to have my happiness today. And then celebrate yourself. Small steps. I promise, small steps. They'll work. So I hope this was a blessing for you today. And I pray you have a blessed rest of your Monday. And I will see you tomorrow with more goodness. Bye.